Welcome to SimTrainer. Today I want to take the opportunity to tell you about a relatively new product that's on the market, and that's the Crimson Trace Linq wireless light and laser for M4 style rifles. Now the product came out a little bit over a year ago, but the price point I think was so high at $595 that many people overlooked the potential usefulness. And I think Crimson Trace realized that, so they've now lowered the price point. We'll talk more about that later, but I just want to tell you what this is all about. Many of you that have M4 AR style rifles, you're going and you're purchasing lights. Some of you purchase lasers, some purchase combo units, but the nice thing about this system, it's one of the first that's actually wireless. And by that, what I mean is it comes with a replaceable pistol grip that has all of the control modules in it, like I'll show you later on. And then it also has a piece that fits onto the bottom of your quad rail that includes both the light and the laser. It offers 4 modes. You can either put it in light only, laser only, light and laser, or laser with strobing light. And I'll show you those 4 modes in just a couple seconds. But I want to let you know, the nice thing about this is it's wireless, it's compact. All you have to do is mount the light laser module on the end of the quad rail on the lower portion of the gun, and then just replace your pistol grip on any modern M4 rifle. And by that, what I'm talking about is you basically just replace the pistol grip on the M4 rifle here, and then you mount the laser up on quad rail on the front of the gun, typically on the bottom. It could actually be mounted side mounted, and then you would sight it in. It also has adjustment screws, so you can screw in accuracy, and you can determine point of aim, point of impact. As I mentioned right there at the start, the price point initially when they came out was at $595. So you can tell that when people bought a rifle that might have cost them anywhere from $600 to $1,000, it was a little bit of a stretch for them to go ahead and spend that kind of money. However, it's not unusual for a good light alone to go ahead and spend $250 to $400 or $500. Well, now they have a system that is wireless, meaning there are no wires like many of them have a pressure pad that also mounts on the forend of the gun, and you have to press that in order to activate the light. But you've got that wire. And I remember when I was on the SWAT team many years ago, we had problems because when you would go to turn it on and turn it off, you were turning the back of the battery cap, and that wire would twist, and quite often that wire would break, or it would become disconnected, and or it would get entangled in things when you were carrying it and doing some shooting in dynamic situations. This is nice because it is totally wireless and gives you the opportunity to use light and or light and laser very easily, and it's very convenient, and there are a couple of different modes which I'm going to show you right now. The Crimson Trace Linq system is designed to go on an M4 rifle. Well, the first thing I'm going to do here, because there's a lot of misinformation about black rifles, I'm going to show you something different. I kind of changed the way people think about black rifles, and I took one and I had it custom designed for me. Now, you Bengals fans out there, you're probably thinking, wow, he's a Cincinnati Bengals fan. Sorry, that's not a Bengal Tiger. I'm a proud graduate in 1979 of the Massillon Tigers, Northern Ohio football team, very prominent, nationwide reputation, one of the top 3 programs in the country. And I relive my childhood through my thoughts and memories of my days playing for the Massillon Tigers. And so I got the idea that with all the misinformation about black rifles, I was going to kind of change the way people think. And I ordered myself a custom upper and lower from Rock River. The custom upper came with these paw prints. If you can see them, the paw prints are actually cut into the forend of the gun. It also has, it came with the standard upgraded lower, and I put the two together. The upper is called a Fred Eiler custom upper. And when I got the idea, you can pretty much customize it to your whatever it is you want. Well, I thought I can try this. I talked to my person out in Columbia, Missouri about whether or not it was going to be possible, and he does Cerakoting and stenciling, and he did a great job. He etched and stenciled these items in. He went ahead and Cerakoted the rifle, but I just wanted to show you that because I'm proud of it. Now I'm going to show you the Linq system, which I've added to my rifle that's my very own. As I mentioned, the first thing you do is you will replace the pistol grip, and then you will mount the light unit onto the quad rail on the front of the gun. In addition, the pistol grip takes a CR2 battery, and the light system takes a CR123 battery. So you have to install batteries in the bottom of the grip and the bottom of the light system. The control modules are actually built into the grip. And in order to select whatever you want, whether it's light or laser or light and laser, you simply turn the module on by sliding the little bar on the pistol grip over. And then you push on either side. There's a control module. You just push that in and hold it for a few seconds. And at the same time then, after a few seconds, you'll push the activation lever and it'll start cycling through the modules. And I'm going to let it cycle first and I'm going to talk about the modules. You've got light and laser, laser only, light only, and then light with strobe. I prefer to keep it on light and laser. That's my mode that I've got my gun set at. So once you get to the mode you want, you simply release both activation levers, and then to set it, you push in and release and it'll go off. Now it's set, so that if I turn that off, store my gun for a few days, and then I decide to go back out and practice, whatever the circumstance is, when I turn it on and it gets linked, it takes a few seconds for it to get linked. The next time I push that activation lever in the front of the gun, I've got light and laser. So it's very convenient. In addition, I can manually operate it by pushing on a little button that they have on the back of the light module in the front of the gun. I simply push in, they'll come on, I let go, it'll stay on, I push back in, it goes off. Or I can use my index finger on my support hand if I've got a decent grip on the gun, and I can do the same thing, just by pushing it forward and then releasing it and then pushing back in to turn it off. So it's pretty easy to operate. So as I mentioned before, it was pretty expensive to begin with, but when you think about different accessories for M4 AR rifles, I think a light is one of the most useful. A light with a laser is very useful, and now that they have the wireless system out at Crimson Trace, I think it's a great deal, especially now at SimTrainer. We're offering them for the unbelievable price of $395. If you're interested, get down to SimTrainer, check it out, get yours now, and have something that is pretty unique. I'm not going to sell the rifle because that's mine, but the Linq systems are available again for $395, so get down to SimTrainer and get yours today.